Sup YouTube, this is Slide 8 Fry here. So, yeah, I have a bit of a problem actually. I twisted my ankle. I was doing my job at DoorDash and my hyperactive self decided to jump down the set of stairs from the customer's house, and normally it's no problem because it's a short set of stairs, but I made the jump, but when I landed it had a heavy impact on my left foot, fell to the ground. Fortunately, the customer actually saw and helped me, got me some ice, got me some icy hot, got me a wrap for my ankle, and unfortunately I've been having to use crutches since then. So you may be wondering why I'm actually way out here. We're at Park Library, and instead of sitting at the table back there, I'm sitting over here on this little concrete bench thing. I don't feel like going to the table over there because I'm having to walk in crutches. It sucks having to carry the laptop and the crutches, and the ground around the tables there is dirt, so it's unstable, it's not flat, so I just don't want to deal with that. So I'll be right here because I was on flat concrete the whole way over here, which is fine. A more stable surface. Anyways, I would be recording this at home. I mean, that's where I should be recording this since I'm pretty much confined to home, but my wife's sleeping in as she normally does, and she's had to recover from something else that she's been going through, which I'm not going to get into. That's a business between me and her. If she wants to talk about it, she'll talk about it, but she only talks about it with me and her family, whatever. But anyways, I'm letting her rest at home, because if I were to record this at home, I'd be waking her up. I'm not going to do that to her. So anyways, and the reason why I'm out here is actually because I, in fact, went here to Roanoke Park to go see, to go get an x-ray on my foot, and hopefully it's not too bad. As far as I know, it's a sprain. I'm pretty sure nothing is broken or fractured. I might not need these crutches for too much longer. I hope I'll be able to return to work soon. But for now, let's do, finally, Scott the Waz upload a new video. He did upload a really long video earlier, but this one, it was like an hour long. That's how long it was, but this is 14 minutes, so that's within reason. Let's watch. It was a couple days ago, but I'm finally getting around to it. Let's do it.
Hey y'all, Scott here. I just got bread for $1. That's one of my biggest fears, was talking to somebody really liked them. Turned out they weren't a person, they were just an affordable price. I despise deals. Somebody offered me a TV for $20, I took them up to $40. So it's a good thing deals can't find me here. That's why I boarded the doors, it's their Achilles heel. I've known this for a while, that's why I keep nailed wood around my neck. With all those deals out there, I guess I just have to wait out the storm with games like Sportsman's Pack, 2 great games.
What?
There's been a breach!
Video games are a business. The sooner I realize that, the smaller my family tree got. So you rope in the suckers who are willing to spend money, and 60 of it on brand new releases. Then rope in the more reasonable suckers when the price gets dropped over time. But let me ask you, what's better than one game? You got me there. Well, you have multiple games that may have outlasted their shelf life. Maybe you put them together in one package for an affordable price, and you never know.
Monkey Ball and Sonic Forces?
I don't speak for everyone here, but getting
Monkey Ball and Sonic Forces. I know they're both Sega, but like, what? What? Really? They're completely unrelated games.
Multiple items bundled into one product makes things a whole lot easier. You killed 2 birds with 1 stone. I could get toilet paper by itself, or I could save a trip and buy it with ranch. And hey, video games take up a lot of space. Here's my Glover room. You get multiple video games in one affordable package. Now, when I say that, I'm not talking game compilations. Stuff like Namco Museum, Sonic Mega Collection.
Oh, I love that.
Taking old games you couldn't already play on that console and doing the unthinkable. Value-packed games take games you could already play on said system and bundling them together to make things more wacky and pathetic. These products just exist for people to go, wow, 2 in 1. They aren't for fans, they aren't for diehards, they're merely in existence to make for better presents to give to kids half the time. It makes things more enticing. I can just buy this and get 2 presents out of the way. It's just odd because I don't ever think of these things. Nobody does. I didn't think too many of these multi-packs existed until I realized one of the most famous products of all time is a multi-pack.
That's true.
Bic.
2-in-1
No.
Super Mario Brothers / Duck Hunt. You know, much like opium, you couldn't buy this at the store. This was bundled in with most Nintendo Entertainment System consoles and is easily one of the most common video games in existence. I don't need to tell you that, you're probably already sitting on 5 of them. Obviously, this saves space in the console box while maintaining the value of 2 games included. And one of my favorite things about these multi-packs is seeing what kind of menu system they put in place to select the games. Me. I've never found a mate that can do this.
Okay.
Mario and Duck Hunt is such a wonderful combination. They're so different yet fit so well together. When you're bored with one,
true.
the other should do the trick, and it's a good mix of traditional platforming gameplay and bloodshed. Most of the time, you'll see manufacturers put similar games together in one cartridge, but honestly, I really like what Nintendo did here. 2 completely different games, but 2 games where most people interested in one would like the other. So it, add a third. 3-in-1 Super Mario Brothers / Duck Hunt / World Class Track Meet. The exact same song and dance as the last cartridge, but we finally have some value. World Class Track Meet used the power pad. All great world powers do. So adding a game where you have to run to a game where you e-run and a game where you get put on a list, you have a nice sampler of what the NES had to offer at the time. Again, this was only available in NES console bundles, and specifically console bundles that included the zapper and power pad accessories. And while this cartridge does bring a lot of variety with it, it is a bit clunky that all games included require different controllers.
Yeah, that's
so yeah,
bad.
watch me. Cool party trick. I can play Track Meet after Duck Hunt in record time. Does anyone have a power pad in their trunk? I'll be right back. So maybe this cartridge is a bit more worthwhile. 3-in-1 Super Mario Brothers /
Good
Tetris /
choice.
Nintendo World Cup. There were 3 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. This
Okay,
multi-pack
sure.
was only released in Europe and is somewhat hard to come by. And unlike the
That was a
others,
good one,
this got
though.
a full retail release. The games included are all your traditional NES games that use just the standard controller, so it's a more comfortable experience.
Yeah.
I think Mario and Tetris go together quite well, and Nintendo World Cup does satiate the jock of the family. No, I want to play soccer, thank you. I'm no pussy, I don't like shapes. The multi-game cartridges weren't just a Nintendo thing, though. Sega did them on the Master System, and even before that, they existed on the Atari 2600. Here's the Double Ender cartridge, where each end gives you a different game. I'm appalled and enthralled. But these value pack games truly became
How
a
about
hot
that?
commodity with Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt, especially if they were console bundles. I'm sure many looked at that and went, wow, I cannot give a shit too. Combining pre-existing games into one product is an easy and effective way to get people to care if there was no way anybody would care otherwise. So you know Sega kept doing it. Sonic Classics. Remember the classic Sonic games? It's 1997, and they sure don't make them like they used to in
The hell?
1994.
Robotnik's
It's like when they
Machine
re-released the
is-
first Call
okay.
of Duty as Call of Duty Classic. This game's 6 years old. Sonic 1, 2, and Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine all in one cartridge.
Yeah.
This should be a staple in every multi-pack. But this cartridge pales in comparison to one Sega released earlier. 6-pack. This one is a doozy. Sonic the Hedgehog, Golden Axe, Columns, Revenge of Shinobi, Super Hang-On, Streets of Rage. Now this is a solid collection.
That
I like
is.
these multi-packs with value and variety. When you have Sonic 1 and 2 included on the same cartridge, like, yeah, I'll accept it. But I'm probably just going to play Sonic 2. And when you have Mean Bean Machine next to it on top of that, it is no contest. Well, did Nintendo have any value packs that could compete with something like this? Here's Super Mario All-Stars plus Super Mario World.
Yeah,
Nintendo
good
was trying
choice.
to claim more independence than they had that year. So basically, for some Super Nintendo console bundles, they included this exclusive version of Mario All-Stars with Mario World added in. And
Yep,
it's all pretty
good
seamless.
choice.
You'd think they just have a game select screen that says, listen, f***er, what do you want? But no, Mario World is incorporated into Mario All-Stars. They changed the title screen up, added the box art alongside all the other Mario games. They even updated Mario World itself a bit, changing how Luigi looks to make him look more Luigi. It's a
Indeed,
strange amount of
indeed.
effort put into a simple multi-cart that was only available in specific SNES console bundles that were also only available for a limited amount of time. It's a shame this wasn't given a more wide release.
No
Whenever
kidding.
Nintendo decides to re-release Mario All-Stars, it's always the original version,
Yeah,
not
it
the one
is.
with Mario World included. Maybe because it
Not like
doesn't
they
have
need
Mean
to,
Bean
but-
Machine. Well, I'm fucking disgusted, which is why, thankfully, as game consoles evolved, it became harder and harder to cram multiple games onto one cartridge. So, with the invention of discs, it became more and more feasible to put multiple games into one package, one of the greatest evolutions in gaming.
Okay.
Have you ever noticed ever since this release, life has been Now this is
Okay.
the definition of a multi-pack. 2 discs in one! I'm sure manufacturers were thrilled about this. I mean, you don't even have to program any menu setup. You can just take the exact same discs you printed for the standard copies and combine them with some others, print some new
Yeah.
box art, and bam, you just gave up. The case itself often is even much bigger. You can fit quite a few discs in a standard-sized case. There was no downside to this. But Tetris was Star Wars. I don't give a f***. I saw Sega do this a lot. You have a Sonic Mega Collection Plus and Super Monkey Ball Deluxe combo pack for the
All
original Xbox. It was released as a budget platinum hits title, and I gotta admit, these 7 adjectives sold me. Obviously,
Okay, sure,
this
yeah.
was a good deal. There's no lying to yourself about that. But there's something about these types of value packs that just feel cheaper to me. I wonder why. You don't get the original artwork. You get it all cropped and smaller. The spine looks dumb. This box looks like it's constantly trying to sell me on something I already... About these types of value packs, it just feel cheaper to me. I wonder...
New low price, 2-in-1. Please take one.
Why? You don't get the original artwork. You get it all cropped and smaller. The spine looks dumb. This box looks like it's constantly trying to sell me on something I already own. It's like how movies are sold these days. So many flicks are forever destined to be exclusively sold in 4 movie packs. And with this generic template logo on the front and on the spine, it's like, where do I put this in my collection? There's 4 completely different movies on it. Alphabetically, do I put this where the first movie they happen to list here goes? Like, why does this movie have more worth than this one? The same with Mega Collection and Monkey Ball. But at least with Sonic and Monkey Ball, these are both two similarly styled series. Sega also released a combo pack of Sega GT 2002 and Jet Set Radio Future because, you know what, it roughly meets the requirements of a deal. Actually, this one was released only in certain console bundles and everything comes packed on one disc. That's pretty impressive. Xbox had some interesting dual pack console bundle sort of deals.
Yeah, I had that one actually. The NCAA football with the, what's it called? Whatever that tennis game was. I actually had that one. I played them both. They're both a lot of fun. I played a whole season on the for Cal Berkeley, since I'm from Northern California, so Berkeley would be the closest team to me. I also played the tennis one. It was a lot of fun. They were both a lot of fun. The tennis one had like a really cool career mode that had, I don't know. Anyways, that was a good bundle. I really liked it.
Dial on the spine. One side of the box had box art for one game. Oh God, what about the other? Oh, thank Christ. I wouldn't take a shit for anything less than Tetris Worlds.
Okay.
They continued this general style throughout the Xbox 360's lifespan and even into the Xbox One's a bit. Except this one, you just get a very basic front and back. Back covers just aren't the same anymore. Over on the GameCube, they had a few shining examples like the Wind Waker and Metroid Prime console bundle combo pack. What a deal! It does save shelf space. Some companies started to do these box sets. They were cardboard sleeves housing full copies of the games. Again, a few of these have skyrocketed in value. Some Sega box sets on the GameCube specifically. The Devil May Cry 5th Anniversary Collection, because let's celebrate it being 30 years off from running for office. And the Grand Theft Auto Trilogy, containing all the home console GTAs of that generation. This one I've seen wrapped for $20 at Walmarts everywhere, usually next to Nicorette. Of course, these don't take up any less space if you don't start to comprehend the power of 1 millimeter of cardboard. These are the full-size game boxes in here. The outer sleeve is just kind of neat. Fresh bonus, use it for food. Sony did this a ton with greatest hits re-releases. You can get some double packs of games this way, and a handful of GameCube and Xbox releases were like this as well. But I want a deal and more space for my feet. Well, the Game Boy Advance was truly a safe haven for value pack games.
Okay,
this system was so laser focused on kids and people who would buy Drill Dozer. Just so many releases. Games were flying everywhere. This was the era of licensed kids games. Pretty much with every movie, every cartoon, a video game adaptation would follow, and making those types of games for the Game Boy Advance just made sense. It was wildly popular. People were buying damn near anything on it. Game development on the platform was cheap as dirt. Of course the market was flooded. And when a game's popularity started to dwindle, publishers took it as an opportunity to repackage it alongside another or two on one Game Boy Advance cartridge for the ultimate Easter gift.
Wow.
This just screams Easter to me. These things were everywhere on the Game Boy Advance. I mean, it makes sense. The file sizes of these games were ass small. You could pop multiple on a cartridge and sell them for a deal, and it's even more attractive based on the portability factor. This way, you could bring 2 games on the road instead of just 1. But I never realized just how many were released. For the kids, obviously, there's a lot of licensed games combined onto one cartridge. The Shark Tale and Shrek 2 combo cartridge.
I think that one he showed earlier was the stupid 2 movies that AVGN had talked about in his recent episode. But, wow, I actually wasn't aware they had all these combo packs in the Game Boy Advance. I mean, trust me, I was born in '88. I grew up in the '90s, and I was a teenager throughout the 2000s, and I became an adult in 2006. So, like, I played a lot of Game Boy Advance, but for whatever reason, I just never noticed these bundle packs. That's crazy that there were so many of them, and I wasn't aware of a single one.
Cartridge, when you just can't pick who to shoot. SpongeBob SquarePants Super Sponge and SpongeBob SquarePants Revenge of the Flying Dutchman. I own Super Sponge on the PlayStation 1. I own the cartridge, the shitty factor. This way, you could bring 2 games on the road instead of just 1. But I never realized just how many were released. For the kids, obviously, there's a lot of licensed games combined onto one cartridge. The Shark Tale and Shrek 2 combo cartridge, when you just can't pick who to shoot. SpongeBob SquarePants Super Sponge and SpongeBob SquarePants Revenge of the Flying Dutchman. love Super Sponge on the PlayStation 1, I always wanted it for the Game Boy Advance. Couple that with the Game Boy Advance game I did own being included on the cartridge, and I'm pretty miffed I never owned this until now. Just think about how different my life would be if I had this as a kid. However, I mean, these are both SpongeBob games, both 2D platformers. At least with the Shrek and Shark Tale combo, we had some variety in brand. Well, don't you worry, because THQ did release a multi-cart with Super Sponge on it, and 3 other games. The fabled 4-in-1. I've seen staplers with better labels.
Really?
It's pretty cool considering this one has all different Nickelodeon shows represented within each game. Just like Sportsman's Pack. Fishing or hunting? I don't care. Just give me a fucking gun. Cartoon Network got this double pack here. Listen, I'm just saying, you could always tell a Cartoon Network kid from a Nickelodeon one. We were a respectable breed. But licensed games weren't the only culprits. Sonic Advance and Pinball Party, Pac-Man World and Maze Madness, double, triple, or even quadruple packs on Game Boy Advance were a way of life, even when it came to movies. The Game Boy Advance video double pack.
There it is.
Shark Tale and Shrek. Not Shark Tale and Shrek 2.
Yeah, that's... Okay, so what he was showing earlier was the games, but there's that Shrek and Shark Tale one that AVGN went over on his review of that Shrek Game Boy Color game. Jeez, like, why would you watch video on your Game Boy Advance? Even back then, I thought that was stupid.
Shark Tale and Shrek, the movies, not the games. Most of the content released via Game Boy Advance video were television shows, but a few movies were released, and 2 of those movies were squeezed onto a single cartridge for some reason. I think that Jessica just wanted their dad's approval. This is a fairly impressive accomplishment for the time. Most games on these combo cartridges weren't compromised, but with these movies, they definitely look worse than they did on their own single carts. It's a sacrifice, but you were already sacrificing a bit to watch movies on the Game Boy Advance anyway, so at the time, this did the job. The Game Boy Advance was a wild time to multi-pack. Oh, that generation specifically. There was a ton, but they never went away. I just don't think anybody really notices them. They just exist for people who could use them, but don't leave much of an impression other than that. There's been some interesting cases, like Lego Harry Potter on Wii, plus the first Harry Potter movie on DVD, or when DiGiorno packed pizza and breadsticks together. This is an interesting one that I didn't know existed until recently. A few Wii systems came bundled in with both Wii Sports and Wii Sports
I think
Resort.
I heard of that one, actually.
They came on the same disc and had a unique
Never knew about that
menu
either.
select screen. I want to wear this disc as a ring. I love it. The BioShock and Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion double pack.
Because f it, that's why.
NES Remix pack on Wii U. Taking 2 digital-only Wii U titles and not only releasing them physically, but packing them on the same disc. It always bugged me they didn't combine these 2 titles. NES Remix 1 and 2 are pretty much the exact same game, but with different NES titles represented.
Exactly.
It would have been cool to have all the games a part of the same menu interface, like what they did with Super Mario World and Super Mario All-Stars.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point,
these box set releases if you want both of the Pokemon games that come out at the same time. And Nintendo's done this thing where Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Super Mario Party are bundled together. There's basically a million ways to purchase all the Kingdom Hearts games on PlayStation 4. This one has the HD remasters of 1, 2, and Dream Drop Distance, and this one has all of that. And the third game at a painfully low price. It's really unfortunate if somebody just wants to play the first game and nothing more. Fuck you, you're getting all of them. It's like how junk food's cheaper than fruit. Throughout all this, though, it's clear to me Sega is the most consistent at releasing multi-packs. They've done it ever since the Sega Master System, and they did it with the Nintendo Switch. The Sonic Mania plus Team Sonic Racing double pack,
I've heard of the one on the left, the one on the right I never heard of
Sonic
until
Forces
now.
double pack. Which one's the better value? The Nintendo Switch has had a few multi-pack game card releases where when you pop the game card in, both games just appear on the menu, which is pretty slick. So even when these Sega releases are just on one card, they don't have a unique menu setup or whatever. The system just acts like you put in 2 game cards at once. But nothing Sega does will ever live up to their Sonic PC Collection release. If you include all the games included in Sonic Mega Collection Plus and the unlockable bonus games in Sonic Adventure DX, there are nearly 30 games in this set.
That's pretty impressive.
At that point, did they really have to include Sonic Riders? Oh man, we can't just not include one more game. The people won't fall for that. They aren't stupid.
I actually really liked Sonic Riders. I played it on the GameCube, although I played it a lot later than when it came out. I first heard about Sonic Riders, surprisingly, I first heard about that game thanks to Sonic and the Secret Rings. I played Sonic and the Secret Rings in 2007 when it came out on the Wii, and as you unlock things, they show you different histories of Sonic and like different past titles and cover arts and stuff, old and new at the time. And I discovered Sonic Riders through that. That's actually how I discovered Sonic Riders. So then eventually I decided to rent Sonic Riders for the GameCube and had a blast. I wish I actually owned the game at the time. I actually have it now, but I just don't have a means to play it. I did eventually buy the PC version, which is like 3 discs. But there's one problem I have with the PC version. I'm sorry. For some reason, my webcam is insisting on fucking up and stalling during this video. anyways, what I was trying to say is, there is one problem I have with the PC version of Sonic Riders, which I had back in like 2009 or 2010 or something. You had to play using the keyboard. The same problem I have with Sonic Mania on PC. You have to play using the keyboard. Although I've gotten used to playing Sonic Mania on the PC anyways, because that's the only way I've played it. I didn't have a Switch back then. I didn't have any of the other consoles that Sonic Mania was released to, so I had to download it on Steam. It just sucks that you have to use a keyboard, and and you'd think by then they would stop doing that. I mean, Sonic Riders on the PC with keyboard as well, and it's like, what the hell? I have controllers, let me use them, you know? So that was the only problem I had with the PC version. Otherwise, I might have actually kept it, but I actually, you know, I don't remember, I think I sold it or something, but I do have the GameCube one now. I just haven't had the means to play it, but when I actually am able to play it again, I might even live stream it. I actually highly enjoyed the original Sonic Riders. Sonic Riders Zero Gravity I played on the Wii, so I had to use I dealt with the motion controls, although I think you could play without them, I don't remember. But it was a fun game, but I just didn't enjoy it as much as the original. And I didn't play Sonic Free Riders, I didn't have a 360, don't care about Xbox Connect. Anyways, moving on, let's continue with this video. So, yeah, I agree with Scott DeWaz, though. Sega, they really know how to release multi-pack games. It's crazy. I mean, Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection on the PS3 and 360, I don't know why they couldn't release that on the Wii. It's not like it's high definition. Like, I don't get why they couldn't release it on the Wii. It didn't make any sense to me. But, you know, I think you can play it on PC now, although you could just go to Steam and download whatever Sonic game you want, basically, except for ones that they refuse to release, like Sonic Labyrinth. Look, I know that people like to shit on Sonic 06 and Sonic Boom, but just look at Sonic Labyrinth. It's so bad. It's so much worse. I think it just didn't get much notice because it came out for the Game Gear, like pretty late in the Game Gear's lifespan, I think, and like it's just a bad game, and it wasn't a main series game. Sonic 06 is a main series game. Sonic Boom is like, you know, supposed to be an advertisement for the TV show basically, and the game sucked.
Yeah, there's a lot more of these things than I initially thought, and it's getting to the point where I feel like I just have to embrace the fact they exist. Now, some people still like to have physical games, but they like the slimmer packaging with 2 discs in one. It's cool to see the unique menus, and while the box art is compromised and kind of cheesy, I can't help but admire the fact that these bundles help bring in new customers that may not have experienced these games otherwise.
Exactly.
Wait. I mean, ha these things.
Okay. Character development. Yeah. Let's hate bundles. Alright, well. That was a lot of fun to watch. I'm disappointed that my webcam kept acting up this whole time. It kept acting up every now and then. That was really frustrating. But I'm happy to see Scott DeWaz back. Please check out my playlist of Scott DeWaz React videos. Now, I don't react to every one of his videos. Some of his videos are simply just too long for me to make a React video to. Like, they're so long that I'd rather actually have them play on my phone while I'm waiting for a restaurant to give me an order to give me a DoorDash order I'm going to deliver, and then come back to the video later or listen to it while I'm driving. No, I don't watch it while I'm driving. Jeez, I'm not crazy. But anyways, but yeah, this one's the right length that I could definitely make a react out of. Great to see him back. I mean, I was wondering what was going on. Like, he hadn't uploaded a video at all for so long this year. I mean, granted, last year, I think he kind of did the same thing. He took like a hiatus for a couple months, and his first upload of the year was the anime games, which I actually have a react to if you'd like to check that out. It's actually one of my highest viewed. It's one of my highest viewed reacts videos. I think it's like 3rd or 4th. I don't remember. But anyways, yeah, the view counts aren't high, but they're high for my standards. But anyways, it was a good video, and this was also really good too. I'm glad he actually made this. Video game bundles are awesome. I haven't played a whole lot of them, but one I definitely loved is Sonic Mega Collection on the GameCube. I enjoyed the hell out of that. And then, of course, Sonic Adventure DX came with those added Game Gear games. I played that on the GameCube. That was a blast as well. I love those two. They are really awesome. Anyways, there aren't a whole lot of bundles I played. The first one I ever played was Super Mario All-Stars on the Super Nintendo, of course. And it was much later that I found out about the bundle package that was Super Mario All-Stars plus Super Mario World. That's really cool that they made that as well. How do you guys feel about, video game bundles? You think they're pretty awesome? You think, oh, well, it makes me feel like the purchase of the original game is underwhelming now that there's a bundle that comes out later. I don't know, but I enjoy them. That said, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Click that bell icon to add me notifications. Thank you so much, Scott the Waz. You're once again always hilarious. This definitely puts me in a cheerful mood considering the injury I stupidly caused to myself. Anyway, thank you so much for watching.